Well, hello everyone. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. It is super smoky outside. I've been wanting to do some stuff in the shop, but every time I come out here, I'm just like, it's not organized well, and it just kind of frustrates me. And then so I just do something piddly, and then I move on. Right? I've been kind of sitting down, stewing on how I want to reorganize this shop to make it more efficient for some of the things that I want to do. So I've come up with a game plan. And it's going to involve kind of reorganizing, carrying everything out, and putting everything back, unfortunately. I really dislike these kind of ghetto homemade cabinets here. I'm going to tear these out. In the corner over there, I'm going to build some fixed shelvings for totes, where we can stack totes in there and get a bunch of stuff rounded up and organized by totes. Some stuff is just taking up too much shelf space, like my drywall stuff. It's a specialized thing that I'm hardly ever into, so why am I taking up, valuable cabinet space with that when it can just go in a tote and be labeled, be stored on a rack outside of the normal stuff that I do day to day. So we're gonna basically have, lower cabinets all across that are a little nicer than this. Granted, they're all just salvage cabinets, but whatever. I'm going to build a solid top all the way across, and my goal is to have more open space in this bay of the shop over here. I pulled the tractor in a while ago and was trying to work around, and there wasn't really enough room to get around and actually work on. It's kind of the same thing when I pull my truck in to do an oil change. There's just not much room to work around because it's a small, it's a pretty small shop. It's 24 by 24, old school small garage doors that are like single bay. That make it a little more difficult to do stuff, but this is probably going to be a multiple day, multiple week project to get this done, but I guess we'll never get done if we don't ever start, so let's get going. Man, tell you what, it is warm in here. I'm going to build some racking in here that probably will never get torn back out. We do eventually plan to insulate this, so I want to put some sort of insulation in behind this thing. It's going to be a giant cabinet, storage cabinet in there. I'm not worried too much about the heat coming through there, but obviously if it's left open, then that's something to be concerned about. It's obviously not R13, but it is a very good radiant barrier against some of the heat that we have out here. And I'll probably do that all along the underside of this as well, just because I don't know if these cabinets will ever come back out, so want to make sure that there's at least some sort of insulation behind here. All right, let's keep going. It is really warm in this shop. The good news is it's 2 to 3 degrees cooler over in my little alcove over here. So we're only at 102 over here, and it was 104, 105 on the other corner of the shop. So I was finishing this up over here. I was like, man, it feels quite a bit cooler right here, and just not that it's that much cooler, but definitely makes a difference having this radiant barrier in here. It'll be really nice when the entire shop is insulated, and I can work out here in the heat of the summer, have a little AC unit in the window that will actually keep up and hold temperature. It's pumping its heart out right now, but it's just hot in here. Anyhow, it's really warm. I got a few errands to run, so I think I'm going to get cooled down, and I'll maybe pick this up again tonight.
I've been waiting all my life for something. I've been down the darkest roads and up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing. That was until I found you right there in the crowd. You came into my life and started a fire. You made
All right, we have a giant cabinet built. It's pieced together from scraps from torn apart wall on the back of the property there. And we've got, you know, a few things patched together there, right? But we have shelving, it's functional. We'll be able to put plenty of totes in here and lots of good storage. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and load it up with some stuff.
Waiting for the one forever. Finally, I got you, baby, here in my heart. When I'm with you, I feel so much better. Oh, yeah. Before you, I was just a shell, so stuck in the dark. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is.
All right, we have all of our summertime fun, camping chairs, generator for RV, you know, that kind of stuff, all stored up in here. We've got lots of room left for some additional totes. I'll go ahead and throw those up there. And it's looking pretty good as far as space left over. Pretty much everything we've pulled down, we're gonna have plenty of room for, so awesome. Well, this will be phase one, is getting this thing built and structure put in there. And then from there on, we're gonna work down that way. Smoky out here again this morning. We can't quite see the little hill right over there. I think the neighbor's chickens are laying eggs. They're quite vocal right now.
Think about me one more time before you go. Someday you'll know. Someday you'll know. Already know what I'm going to say. I've been feeling this way for far too long. And now you're gone. Took me away from all of my fears. Kept me.
I just pulled that cabinet out and there was a giant squirrel, mouse, rat, I don't know, something nest that was tucked under back behind that. So no idea how old that is. I'm assuming it's been there a long time based off of what I see there. I have mouse traps out. We haven't caught anything in a long time in here. I'll just make sure I'll reset them with fresh bait and everything. But I want to make sure those aren't fresh, there's nothing eating stuff in here. Well, I'm cleaning up this back corner of the shop here and found this little gem hiding behind the cabinet. Oh, it's even got little snaps in the back. So I don't know what that is, but it looks ugly. Probably worth $1 million, but I'm gonna throw it away. So there's also some pill bottles back there from 1994. So it's been hiding back there for a while, I'm guessing. All right, well, I just showed that to Dee Dee and she said, don't throw it away just yet. She might clean it up. And she said it's probably from like the 60s or 70s, like an old vintage TV tray. So I don't know. We'll see if she does something fun with it or not. Well, the smoke is starting to clear. We can see the moon tonight. It's kind of a reddish orange from the haze and the smoke, and we can actually start to see the city lights again. So hopefully the smoke is clearing out of here.
Now you're gone. Now I'm lost. Finally, I think I can see clearly now. I'm in love. Think about me one more time before you say I'm in love. Took me away from all of my fears. I'm in love. Kept me away from all of my fears. I'm in
You got a big cloud of hint of virus on that one. I wasn't kidding. There's a dead mouse right there. In case you're wondering why I'm tearing out some of these cabinets, these uppers and these pressboard ones are really poor shape. In fact, when I pulled this down, the face frame just fell off. It's just like stapled and glued together with pressboard, and it's all kind of delaminated and everything. So I'm trying to pull out all of these real nasty pressboard cabinets and get rid of them. Rather than cutting two of my 4x8 sheets, I'm only cutting one. I actually have just an extra board here. I'm gonna do a stitch between them. I was talking with a customer a while back. We were talking about remodels and stuff, and one of the things that they mentioned is they'd had some drywalling done, and that's how they ran all the drywall, was just with a stitch in the middle. And I was thinking about it, I was like, you know what, that makes really good sense actually. You can do stuff a lot quicker that way. This is not, long enough for two sheets. I would have had to cut both of these sheets to meet in that middle stud, but doing it this way, I only have to cut one. Well, I think that's going to do it for today. We have done a massive overhaul to the functionality of the shop. There's a lot more to come. I'm going to epoxy this tabletop here. I obviously have a bunch of organizing to do. I've ordered some organizers from Amazon and a few things to make this a really nice space. So you'll have to stay tuned to the next one to see how we end up finishing this space out. This is a really, really nice work area. So I'm super excited to have all the storage on both sides, and this nice workbench in the middle. Been a lot of work to get to this point. We got a lot of work left to do, so I think I'm gonna cut the video here. But thank you so much for joining us. Hope you guys have a great one, and we'll catch on whatever we're doing next time. Thanks. See ya.